What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Remember back in the 2020 election when Democrats said that they would get rid of Orange Bad Cheeto Man inside of the White House, and all you had to do was vote for them, and the vote for them was for decency. Jill Biden here saying decency is on the ballot. Joe Biden himself saying we need to restore honor and decency and decency in the White House. That's what they promised you, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what they delivered, kind of, because Joe Biden is now facing backlash for a trans activist going topless at the White House at a pride event in a disgrace to our country. Yes, this is what the decency return to the White House looks like. Topless alphabet activists jiggling their body parts in front of the White House. Trans model Rose Montoya goes topless during Biden Pride party after meeting Biden, and Biden congratulated Rose Montoya, saying one of the bravest people he knows. Watch.
Welcome to the White House.
Thank you. Can we take a little video? Hi, Mr. President.
Hi, how are you?
It is an honor. Trans rights are human rights.
Are we topless at the White House?
Some of the bravest and most inspiring people I've ever known.
Do you feel like your decency has been restored? Do ya? Do you feel like the decency has finally been restored to the White House after that pornographic display? Like, let's take all of the radical ideology and surgery and everything out of this, okay? Let's go directly to the should you be exposing yourself at the White House? I don't care who you are. I don't care what you identify as. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what your skin color is. Should you be invited an official guest at the White House? And should you be exposing yourself? You meet the guy who is the resident of the White House, and then you stand in front of the White House. They're like, I mean, you could hit the White House with a baseball from where they're at. I know exactly where they're at. I've been to a lot of White House events. They're standing right in front of the White House, very protected area, very sovereign area, and they're exposing their body parts and jiggling them. Take all the ideology out of it and ask yourself, is that a respectful thing to do? Is that something that you should be doing if you are an invited guest to the honored residents of the United States of America? Pretty much the only federal house in which Americans have been ordered off to war from. Hundreds of thousands, millions of Americans ordered off to war from this place. Some of the biggest decisions ever made. The killing of Osama bin Laden, the moon landing, and so forth. Made in this location, this hallowed ground. The decency and the honor of our democracy. All built up into this. There you go. And Joe Biden's loving it. Joe Biden's grinning ear to ear with his plastic teeth. Because Joe Biden's like, this ain't even half as bad as anything I've seen on my son's laptop. A transgender model activist is under fire for popping off their top at the White House and cupping breasts moments after shaking hands with President Biden. Rose Montoya, 27, is among a lengthy list of guests invited to celebrate Pride at the White House on Saturday. Was recorded pulling down their dress, cupping exposed breasts in front of the Truman balcony with the pride flag hanging in the background. Now, there's a couple of things with this image which is just really, it's a work of art here, really, because what you end up having is, one, you have the pride, you have the new activist flag for the conquered people that was hanging in the place of dominance on the White House balcony, thus proving how conquered this nation actually is. There you go. Perfect. Right there. That's breaking flag code. That's a disgrace to this country. Ain't nobody ever fought for that flag. Ain't nobody ever died for that flag. Ain't nobody ever paid taxes to that flag or lived under a government established by that flag. This is a action of an occupied people. So that's something that's also empirical in this TikTok here. Further dystopian is that is posted on TikTok, which is, of course, a Chinese-owned PSYOP app. Trans TikTok influencer Rose Montoya posted a post topless next to Biden White House in Pride celebration. That's what Charlie says. The president who promised to bring decency back to the White House, take it in. Yeah, there you go. That's what Tommy says. Repulsive, shameful, embarrassing, humiliating. There's a disgrace to our nation, a disgrace to us. Topless trans people at the White House. What an incredible representation for the world to see. It doesn't really matter. Like it's topless people at the White House. Period. Like, again, would it be okay if this was a bunch of Hooters waitresses or a bunch of strippers? No, it would also not be okay. Trust me, I would also be doing a video saying that's wrong. We should have some decency, some dignity, and some respect. People in our community really wonder why sentiment is growing. It's not difficult to understand. Nation in decline, says ALX. Word. I'm not worried about UFOs, because if there's aliens saw this at the White House, I'm turning around. No sign of intelligent life. Libs of TikTok saying this is what happened at the White House at the pride event, a disgrace to our country. Talking about this TikTok. This is a trans activist invited to the White House by Joe Biden. Went viral after filming a TikTok of a young child asking, do you know that daddy has a vagina? We need to restore honor and decency to the White House. Just a reminder. Honor and decency to the White House. The perfect meme from Grand Old Memes. Your boy Benny said alphabet cult influencers strip down and jiggle their exposed body parts for clout at the White House. After desecrating the White House, Joe Biden thanks them. This is what Democrats have done to your White House. And it is our White House, actually. And we should demand better. We should demand that no pornographic or sexual exposure happen at the White House. I know that was a little hard during the Clinton administration, given the knowledge of what happened inside of the Oval Office. But nonetheless, we should ask for better. This is the people who ran on restoring decency and hibbity-pibbity-poo-poo to the White House. So maybe, I don't know, have a little bit of self-respect. Again, and I said this during the Target boycott, I say this during all of this stuff, like, it's not right. It wouldn't be right to have straight porn filmed at the White House. like I wouldn't be in favor of a bunch of hustler girls or a bunch of Playboy playmates like stripping down and running around, prancing all over the White House either. Like that's not what I want my kids to see. Like, we can have it both ways. Both sides can condemn this and say it's wrong. But unfortunately, sometimes you just feel like a man screaming into the darkness. And we are screaming. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. Whew. Content warning on this one. See ya.